As a Jamaican, I'm so proud of my heritage, especially when it comes to raising our children. For one, Jamaicans, they pride themselves in teaching their children responsibilities from a very early age. So Jamaican children have this adult mindset from earlier on in life. I mean, talking about age 12 and up, Jamaican children started acting like adults. And I think it is the most beautiful thing. Who's your Mr. Free? Yes, yeah. Your eyes is what looks familiar. Yeah, your eyes.
Yeah. All right, all right. Oh, Shati. Shati, all right.
Shati would be happy to see this. Say hi to Shati. Give him a shout out. Do you guys know Shorty? Yeah, but they don't know him, right? Yeah. Come up the road. So, living here in the United States, I have gotten to appreciate those things about my culture because, for one, the American culture versus the Jamaican culture is completely different. I feel like here in America, children are expected to be children for a very long time. Versus in Jamaica, children are given adult responsibilities at a very early age, and it is completely fine and it is completely normal, and it actually helps to build our children, you know? It actually helps to give them survival skills from a very early age. So typically I find like at very earlier on, Jamaican children, they're exposed to domestic responsibilities. Children already knows what it is to do their laundry. For those who still hand wash, parents will start teaching them to do these things from very early, especially if they come out of a household, a large household, I should say. It is just so much easier for mom to start teaching them from a very early age, to start learning to wash their clothes, you know? And that is completely normal. It is not child abuse in any way. It is just a part of the culture. And you know, so Jamaican children are exposed to things such as this from earlier on. We also have Jamaican children understanding the upkeep of the home. So they will start learning to maintain the house also from a very early age. There's no such thing as just, you know, just coming home and just ignoring the rules of the house, and there's no such thing as being messy. You better know how to clean up after yourselves and how to help your parents in maintaining the home and keeping things nice and clean. So Jamaican children are raised with that type of mindset and that type of responsibility, especially in the absence of their parents. They already know that they are going to keep up with the maintenance of the home. We also have the older children in Jamaica as well, having to take care of the younger children. They are helping out with taking care of the younger children, you know. It comes with the territory. It comes with being the older child. You're supposed to just, you know that you're supposed to assist with the younger ones. I know I had to do that when I was younger. I had to help my mother out here and there with the younger siblings, just to help keep an eye on them, especially if my mom has to run an errand. It's okay. It's okay for her to go and run that errand because I'm going to take up the responsibilities in her absence. And the younger siblings, they already know, they already have the mindset that they have to listen typically to the older sibling anyhow. Another thing, you know, that about Jamaican children is that they are being alone in the home is they are exposed to that too from a very early age. And I'm not saying like as young as like 3 or 5 years old, but I want to say like age 8 and up, you know, it's okay for your parents to leave you alone if they have to run and to do an errand on the street, whatever they need to do. You know, it is okay for children to actually to stay by themselves until their parents return, and it is completely fine and it's completely normal, you know. So that's just the culture of Jamaica. It is the culture, and it actually works, you know. Also, another thing too is sometimes what parents will do, they will ask their neighbors to have a lookout for their children, or they just go and do what they need to do and come back real quick. So yeah, that's the culture of Jamaica. I find that here you definitely cannot do that. You definitely cannot leave children alone. And children too are given errands at a very early age. At 8-9 years old, your mom is sending you to go and pick up something on the road, at the shop, at the supermarket, you know, from a very early age, even at the market if needs be. You know, it all depends on what is needed around the house, but children are really given that responsibility at a very early age, and it is completely fine and it is completely normal. You know, sometimes I wish I could do that. Sometimes I wish I could say, go up the street and get something for me, but then of course, you know, environments are different. It is completely different here than it is in Jamaica. So I love my Jamaican culture, you know, and the way how they raise their children, because they're raising their children to have an adult mindset from a very early age. Another thing that actually allows children to mature a lot faster in Jamaica is sometimes economical conditions will cause children to have to step out into the street to hustle, you know, so that they can make them some type of money to support whatever is needed. Sometimes they may need to help mom or dad with something, you know, financially, or sometimes they are out and about in the street hustling to take care of a short-term needs or long-term needs that they might have. And that is why, you know, when we're out and about in Jamaica on vacation, knowing and understanding the background, when you see children out and about in the street selling candies, selling cookies, selling peanuts, these little things, washing your cars, whether or not you want them to wash it, it is always a great idea, I feel, to support them. You know, if you can afford to buy candy, you know, if you can just pay for the $100 for them to wash your windshield, it's okay, just let them have it, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to appreciate a good hustle. Keep in mind too that there's always another option, there's always another alternative and another path that our children could take. They could always say, all right, you know, I'm going to go out in the street and do stuff that I'm not supposed to do in order to get this money. But when you see them out and about hustling for that money, you have to appreciate that entrepreneurial spirit that is within them, you know. You have to appreciate that pride that is within them. So if you can support and give $100 for them to wash your windshield, at least one or two guys, then by all means go ahead and do it. Because then again, you have to remember that they're the future of tomorrow as well, you know. So children learn they mature a lot quicker. These type of things that they have to do allows them to mature a lot faster than usual. Yes, they mature a lot faster than usual. I feel, than our Jamaican children here in the States. And guys, if you disagree with me, let me know, you know, and please just tell me why you disagree. But I'm talking about our Jamaican children here in the United States versus Jamaica. So let me know. And any part of the world that you're watching this video, I want to know, do you develop your children at an early age in life? Do they mature faster? Do they have to take on adult responsibilities earlier in life than, you know? Because I know in Jamaica, it is the norm for children to take on adult responsibilities. And while some people may frown upon that because they believe that children need to be children, it is actually, it works, you know. We don't see any harm in it as long as it's not being drawn or taken out of context, you know. But children having some type of responsibilities, it really helps to foster them and to ground them in life, you know. and I'm telling you, grounded in life, grounded. It's a good thing. It prepares them for the world. So usually by age 12 and up, children start having that adult mind. Another thing that I want to say that I admire so much about our Jamaican children too is because when they have chosen career paths in life, that is the path that they're going to take. They don't play around with their career field. They don't change their minds when it comes to their careers. If they have chosen to become a lawyer, a doctor, a police officer, a teacher, then that's what it's going to be, because parents will work very hard. They will go above and beyond to be able to support their children to become such, and children, they are very aware of how hard it is to come up with such money to support their dreams. So they are not going to take their career field lightly, because for one, Jamaicans do not believe in wasting money. Am I right or wrong, Jamaicans? You guys don't believe in wasting money. So when we are able to support our children to go to school, they already know that's going to be a very long-term career. If that career needs to be changed, then it will be at their own expense. At their own expense. So Jamaican children, they're very grounded when it comes to their careers. It's not going to be one where they will change it every other day. I have seen that here, where today I will spend money to go to college to become a doctor, but then a few years later, that's not really what I wanted to do. Let's switch to something else, And I think it's because it is easier to make those type of choices here in the United States than it is in Jamaica. Children have more access to funding here than they would in Jamaica. So Jamaicans don't play around when it comes to their career path. Once they go to school and they spend all that thousands of dollars for that to be in that particular career field, and that's what it's going to be, So yeah, Jamaican children are very focused. Meh. 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 So all of that responsibilities that children take on from a very early age, it just matures them up a lot quicker in life, which is a good thing. So if their parent is absent for any reason, they're going to be all right. They will make it because the foundation was already given to them from a very, very early age. They can do it. They can definitely do it, and they will do it. Kudos to our Jamaican parents, especially raising children overseas, because we wish we could impart that Jamaican culture to them 100%, but unfortunately, because we are living in various parts of the world, the cultures from various parts of the world will also become a part of our children's identity. But as Jamaicans, we try our very best to impart as much of our Jamaican cultures to them as possible, as much as we can, and if we can actually take them back home for them to truly enjoy the culture of Jamaica, then if that is possible, definitely go ahead and do it. I wish I was in the position where I could do that, where I could just send them home for the entire summer, or maybe just like an entire year in Jamaica, for them to truly experience the Jamaican culture, because I feel like they will be able to connect with it a lot better being there, being in the culture, being submerged in the culture, being in Jamaica a lot better than us teaching them here and telling them stories. So I love my Jamaican culture. So if you can get your children in the culture, then I think that would be amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what it is like raising your Jamaican children in whatever part of the world that you're watching this from. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. I think it's now being rented.